Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So today I'm going to do another roasting products I've purchased video. I finished my Sephora series, you can check that out. I will maybe have it in the description box, if not, I forgot. But I mentioned wanting to do the same thing to Colourpop. It was actually one of your ideas and I didn't even realize that I had like an account with Colourpop this long, but I've always had an account with them apparently, and it saves your order history. So I thought it'd be fun to reflect on Colourpop, kind of see how Colourpop itself has changed as a brand, as well as my preferences and things like that. I started buying from them back in 2016, which is the same as my Sephora history. I guess 2016 was just the year that I dove into makeup the hardest. And I think this will be fun. I mentioned this before, but I won't be doing it to Ulta because I can literally only see from like a year previous to today. I can see my online order history from forever, but I can't see online and in person. And I definitely bought a ton in person and I don't want to do just online. So we're just not doing Ulta at all. I've tried everything. I literally, it doesn't exist. So don't help because I tried everything. But we are going to do Colourpop. I'm excited for it. If you want to see 2017 Colourpop, let me know. Obviously my purchasing will get bigger with Colourpop as years go on because more and more products get released from Colourpop. 2016 wasn't huge, but it was a good start and I still think this is going to be interesting to reflect on. Anyways, let's just get into it. I don't want to ramble too long. So I technically only made 2 purchases from Colourpop in 2019. Oh, not 2019, 2016. Goodness, I made way more than 2 purchases in 2019. But the first one was quite a large purchase. I bought 9 things. And let's just talk about it. Oh, I can't even click on these for description, so hopefully I can like describe these well. Well, the first thing is the Mile High Shadow Kit. This was back when Colourpop pretty much only had Super Shock things and cream gel liners. And maybe a couple like liquid lipsticks. Like they didn't have a ton of stuff. They didn't have eyeshadow palettes. They didn't have the jelly shadows. They didn't have single shadows. They didn't have a lot of the things they have now. Like it would take me forever to list all the things they didn't have. They only had a few things back then. And I really wanted to try Colourpop. They were all over Instagram. I was new into makeup and Colourpop was cheap. This was back when like literally everything was $5, I believe. Like $5 or $6. Everything was really cheap. And I decided to dive in and I felt like the Mile High Shadow Kit would be a good way to try it out. It came with 6 Super Shock shadows. I can't even tell you what those Super Shock shadows are because it doesn't let me click on it, but it looks like it was just like a bunch of neutrals, a light pearly color, a bronzy color, a taupey color, a peachy color, a mauve color, and then a darker brown. I'm sure they were mostly mattes. They might have been all mattes. I'm not sure about that, but I remember being so stoked when I got this in the mail. I actually kept the little box that the Super Shock like bundle came in. I kept that box for a very long time and held makeup in it. Did anyone else do that back when that was a thing? Because I used to keep all my boxes. The second thing I bought was the Two Lips Ultra Satin Lip. I wonder which of these are even still available. But I learned pretty quick back then that I didn't love the Ultra Satin lips, which is funny because now I kind of like them. I like that more creamy consistency for a liquid lip. But back then, if I wanted a liquid lip, I wanted a liquid lip that was matte, and there's a very loud car driving by. You're likely to hear world noises because it feels good outside and I want my window open. But very loud cars are rude sometimes. But yeah, I remember wearing Two Lips a lot. I think out of all the lipsticks I bought in this purchase, that one was my favorite. The next one I bought was Prim. That one was a darker browny purple color if I remember correctly, and I remember that one being very patchy, very streaky. It got crumbly on my lips. I didn't like wearing that one. But Two Lips I remember liking. I know I don't have it now, so I obviously didn't love it, but it's also been many years, so I'd hope I didn't have that anymore. But yeah, those were the 2 lipsticks I got. Did any of you guys try Two Lips or Prim? Love to know. The fourth product in my cart was Porter Super Shock Shadow. I think that was a Kathleen Lights one, wasn't it? It was like I think it was matte. It was more of like a burgundy, plummy kind of color. I remember using the heck out of that one, which is so funny because like matte Super Shock shadows are not my thing. Super Shocks in general aren't my thing. I have Ritz right here to use on just the days I want to throw it on, but I don't reach for Super Shocks very much. I decluttered so many of them, but I thought they were so fun to collect back then. I bought 2 eye pencils, the first one being Mr. Bing, which I actually still have and I kind of want to get rid of. I need to do an eye pencil collection and declutter. Let me know if you guys want to see that or if I should just do that on my own terms. But Mr. Bing is just like a brown eye pencil, and I really like, I'm wearing a Colourpop one right now. I like Colourpop's pencils, but they've definitely evolved over the years. Mr. Bing has not the best pigmentation and it's not the most creamy, but it did the job for me at the time. I thought it was fine, but now that I've tried more things and I know more of what I like, I don't like that one very much anymore. I also had No Shame, which I don't think I own anymore. I remember it was a really dark purple, and I don't think I liked that one from the get-go. I think that one was very tuggy, and it didn't lay down a lot of pigment. I remember not loving that one, but who am I to judge? The next thing I bought was the Birthday Suit Super Shock Blush. I actually had that up until maybe a year ago. I finally decluttered it just because I wasn't reaching for it, but it was a really pretty color. It was a very light sheer pink. It wasn't a whole lot of pigment, which is definitely why I decluttered it, but definitely why I liked it back then. I wasn't heavy into blush back then, so it was great as someone who was like a beginner into makeup, just wanted a little light wash of something on the cheeks because I didn't know what I was doing. That one did the job for me. I do like the Super Shock blushes though. They blend really nice, they're very creamy, they're very soft, they're very, very user-friendly. And then last for this purchase, I bought 2 more Super Shock shadows. I bought Shameless, which I might actually still have that one. That I already decluttered it recently, but it was like a really deep green with sparkle through it. It was really pretty. I might have decluttered it because as far as Super Shocks go, I'd rather have a lighter, more sheer topper one than a dark one. But I remember thinking that was such a cool color. I thought it was very like reptilian. I thought it was really cool. And the last one was Beverly, which was, it actually looks very similar to Porter, just a little bit more brown, but another kind of like deep plummy brown color. I'm sure it was matte. Can't guarantee that it was matte, but it looks like it's matte from the picture. I'm sure I used it, but I definitely don't have it anymore, so it's not something that stuck with me. When was this order placed exactly? This was placed on August 10th, 2016. So I didn't even try them till towards the end of 2016. That's crazy. Let's go to my second and final order for 2016. It says I bought 3 things, but there's definitely only 2 things. Oh no, I bought 2 of the same thing. That's weird. I must have bought one as a present. But anyways, this was bought on November 24th, 2016, so happy Black Friday to me most likely. I bought the Zingara Foursome. It was just another little Super Shock bundle, had 4 shadows in it. Part of me really wants to say I bought this as a gift for someone, but it very well could have been a gift for myself. Again, the colors don't look like anything special. I can't specify if they're mattes or shimmers or not, but it looks like kind of a reddish brown, another kind of like pearly inner corner shade, a lighter brown, and then a darker brown. It wasn't the most exciting, but it's what Jaclyn Hill used back in 2016. I mean, she still uses neutrals, but I watched her all the time back then and she was a major influence, so that definitely influenced me. I'm sure Kathleen Lights also had some influence because I know she's always been big into Colourpop, so she might have had some influence on my purchases too. But anyways, that doesn't matter. And then I also, my final purchase were I bought 2 of the On a Whim mini size kits. I'm going to assume they're ultra matte lips, but I'm not 100% positive. Again, I'm positive that one of these was a gift for someone else. I don't know if the other one was a gift for a different person or it was for myself. I don't remember owning a bunch of little liquid lipsticks from Colourpop, but I could be wrong. 2016 was a while ago, and there was a period that I was just kind of collecting as much as I possibly could because I felt like I needed to. That was a crazy time. But this came with 5 little liquid lipsticks. Let me see if I can look up what was in this little kit. Oh, I found a picture. I'll try to put this picture on the screen as well. But it came with 5 ultra satin lips, so maybe I did decide that I liked this one. Although this is really stupid because this also came with 2 lips, and I know I bought that before. That's what's making me think I must have bought both of these for somebody else. But it came with Stud, Mess Around, Magic Wand, 2 Lips, and Dopey. I really think I bought both of these for someone else. I don't think I ever owned this. So this purchase wasn't even for me. I think this purchase was for somebody else. Let me look up the shadows that were in the other ones that we were just talking about. Okay, so this came with Jinxie, which was I don't know what they called it. It was either like a metallic or a glitter or a satin. I don't know what they called this one, but it was a shimmer, like champagne-y color. And then it came with, it looks like a satin, Paradox, which looks like a berry red, Elixir, which looks like a matte kind of terracotta orangey color, and Seeker, which looks, I can't tell if it's matte or satin by this picture, but it's kind of like a brownish plum. I'll try to put these pictures up on the screen as well. I have no clue who took these pictures because there's no like credit on them, but I'll have a picture for you. Let's look up the other one. I think it was called Mile High. I don't know why I'm so interested in these stupid neutrals. I'm just so curious what I was interested in back then. Okay, here's a good picture. This was taken by Anna.Isabelli. There's her tag on the picture if you feel like looking her up. This looks like it's all shimmer, actually. Maybe one matte, but Truth is like a very light champagne-y shimmer. Millionaire, I remember that was like a really pretty bronze with some shimmer through it. So Quiche was very similar, but it was a little more taupey. Lala had a little bit of like a duochrominess. It was kind of champagne-ish, warm, cool at the same time. That one's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. Cricket, which was a shimmery plum color, and Mittens, which was like a deeper burgundy. I remember really liking this set. Now that I'm seeing these swatched out, I remember being so stoked. I thought it was so cool. I was like, look, I bought my first Colourpop thing. Oh, that was an exciting time. It's so weird to go back to that time when like makeup was so new for me and discovering these brands and trying things out for the first time, and I feel like it's just different now. Like, I don't just blindly go into a makeup website and just like fill my cart and just buy stuff on a whim. Like, I have to watch reviews, I have to be really certain I'm gonna like something. I don't just guess anymore and like hope for the best, which, I mean, that's good for my wallet because I'm not just like potentially wasting money on things I don't like, but it's also like kind of sad because like I was trying so many cool things. I mean, these aren't even that cool now, but back then I was so excited. But I still get excited about makeup. I feel like I'm just better at getting excited from a distance. I don't know if any of that makes sense. I'm just rambling. But anyways, that was my 2016 Colourpop adventure. If you want to see 2017, let me know. I'm pretty sure 2017 is much longer. And I feel like 2017 is when Colourpop started to branch off a little bit. Like, I think that's when they came out with eyeshadow palettes. I could be wrong though. My memory's foggy. But anyways, what'd you think of this video? If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you made it to the end, why don't you leave me a square emoji? There are squares towards the end of the emoji list. Leave me a square. There's different colors. Leave me your favorite one. And if you haven't already, please hop over to my Instagram and follow me there. It's BeautBean. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.